Everything that we do in the field has to be water tested. What happens is we send the windows out, they install them in the field. A third-party company comes out and they set up a spray chamber on the windows and they test windows. And if we fail, then we have to then test multiple windows. If we can't remediate or fix the problem, those windows have to be pulled out and new windows, probably not from us, have to be put in.
We value our windows so much so that we have our metrics and we understand exactly where we are on our failures and our pass rate. In doing so, we also have in-house water testing so that when we go down the line, we have a clear understanding what's going on with that set of windows. So right now we're averaging at least 10% of our windows being tested. In doing so, we could either find an issue and address it immediately so we don't see that failure on site. So we follow AMA standards so that we're testing apples to apples from in-house water testing to our field water testing.
The step-by-step on the water testing process is you randomly choose a window with the criteria of the size, making sure that it's not too large, and we want to make sure that it's going to fit into the chamber regardless of size. The second thing we do once we find that window is we bring the window over to the area and we put the window and install it into what we call a test chamber. Once we get it into the chamber, we have a criteria of what types of windows get what pressures, and once we have that, we set up the test chamber, making sure that all of the settings are correct in basically what they would do out in the field and industry standard here on the West Coast. We follow all those rules. Then we basically turn on the test chamber and we test it in sequences of 5 minutes, 4 times for a total testing of 23 minutes with 1 minute in between to let the window drain.
A good water test is a boring water test. When nothing goes wrong, you're standing around for about 25 minutes just looking for errors. Luckily, we can say that we have a lot of boring half-hour segments. Water testing is about all of the processes, making sure that the window is sealed properly to the water test chamber, similar to what we see in the field. Vents, doors, they're all closed, locked. You have the correct pressures on the sashes and so forth to ensure a good seal. Those basics will essentially ensure a pass rate that goes up.
In all of the years that we've done business, we've never had to pull windows out and put new windows in. And we do that all the time. There's companies out there that supply windows. We had a job in Oakland just about a year ago. $800,000 of windows pulled out. It's a brand new building, brand new windows. They tested them. They couldn't pass. They couldn't remediate them. So they tore them all out and they put $1 million of VPI windows in. So that was an $8 million lesson to that company because of all the siding and the sheetrock and the lawyers and you name it. It's still going on. It's still a battle, but not with us. It just doesn't happen.